Okay, you're watching this on the internet, right? But have you ever stopped to wonder what actually happens when you open a website, send a message, or stream a video? Like, physically, where does it go? How does it get to you? So, let's say you type in youtube.com into your browser. What happens? Your computer doesn't just know where YouTube is, it needs to ask someone for directions. That's where something called a DNS comes in, the domain name system. Think of it as the phone book of the internet. Your computer's like, hey, where can I find youtube.com? And the DNS responds with an IP address, a string of numbers like 142.250.190.14. You can think of your IP address as your computer's home address on the web. That's how mail is addressed to it and sent. Now, with that address, your computer gets to work. It chops your request, hey, show me YouTube, into tiny chunks of data called packets. Then these packets each carry a piece of the message. Each one is like a little envelope with labels that tell it where it is from, which is your device's IP address, and where it is going to, YouTube's IP address, and what part of the message is inside. The wild part is that these packets don't all take the same path. They travel independently, hopping through routers, switches, and different networks all over the world, each trying to find the fastest way to you. Think of them like little cars on a massive highway system. Some take a shortcut, some hit traffic, but they all try to get to the same destination. Now you might be thinking, cool, but where does all this actually happen? Here's where it gets physical. These packets aren't just floating in space, they travel through real wires, miles and miles of fiber optic cables. Some go through underground lines running through cities and neighborhoods. Others? They cross oceans, like literal ocean floors. There are literal massive undersea cables laid across the Atlantic, Pacific, and other seas, connecting continents. Giant ships lay these cables, sometimes thousands of miles long, to physically connect countries. That's how data travels from, say, New York to London or Tokyo in a fraction of a second. That's all we have time for in this video. Follow for part 2 of how the internet works.